Is it sliding? No?
No.
Ah.
Saying it's juicy. Welcome.
Hi guys.
Back at it again.
With another video. Video number 2. 2, man.
How many videos we recorded? A lot. Just in case you didn't watch the first video, I'm Ange.
I'm Ange.
But if you haven't watched the first video, pause it. Just pause this
video.
Pause it. Pause it and go watch the first video down below. Okay?
Well, there should be a link. So go ahead and
like link me. Click
that and watch that.
You guys picked the topic. Y'all picked the topic. We asked you guys what did you guys want between the choices, and this is what you picked. You picked the time my ex totaled the car with her
Hands
and her
fetuses.
yes. So we finna get started on this story. Once upon a time,
Not long ago, and I'm in there. Cause I was a. Sorry guys. There's like we're in front of our window, so there's people walking by and whatever, and
it's hard not to be nosy.
no, for real.
Once upon a time, this is when we first started, like, before being official, it was.
Yeah.
Before being official.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. We, started hanging out, of course, you know, cuddling, laying down, showing some love and tenderness. But you know, that cuddle in the first stage has been nice, because once you lay down and stuff like that later on, you be like, you don't lay down no more like that. It's not like that after.
Not at all.
So this is like the nice sweet stage, and we were like cuddling or whatever. And I'm a light sleeper. This one is the wake up and her house is on fire and she didn't hear not a thing because she was busy sleeping, figuring out her dreams and all that. The beauty rest.
Hey.
Okay, so
Look at her though, nosy as hell.
like her nosy ass mamas.
Okay.
She on the watch. I like was about to wake up because it was around the time that it was for me to get ready for work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
it was
I
like not too far from that.
no, yeah.
Like your alarm should have been going off soon.
Mm-hmm. But I usually wake up before my alarm clock. You know, the good noodle. And all of a sudden we hear
Like mad hard, like.
so you know, she was still like. So again, another one is like hard, real hard. So I'm like, babe, somebody's knocking. Somebody's knocking. It's not a knock. It's like a. Where
They
you at?
banging.
Yeah, like I'm about to knock it down, like, but chinny chin chin, knocking houses down. Anyways, so that noise like paused for a second, and we hear it again, but this time like my old apartment, it was long, so we heard it from one side, and then we heard it. Yo, that doll had in the back that was like him.
That's why I was like, you gotta sit over there.
Oh.
Sis is like,
Yeah, cause no, she keeps freaking me out too. She's like, this story is juicy. She's listening. My old apartment, I had 2 parking spots. Like one on the side where our door was at, and one in the front. It was considered the front. My bad. And so my ex was at the front side where her car wasn't parked. You looking at me like I'm a bag of snacks.
because you are.
But my ex was on the side where her car wasn't parked. So you could tell like she didn't know who was in the house until
And like why the door wasn't being answered and stuff.
Exactly, until she walked to the other side. So when she walked to the other side, it got real. Like 0 to not 100, not 102, like 1,000, maybe more than 1,000.
billion. No, this is just the 1,000 stage. It got worse than this. So this is the 1,000.
The numbers got higher. The person, she got real pissed. Okay. So she was basically trying to like tell me to let her. We hear it. No, scratch that. I hear it some more, but this time we hear like as if the person is in the house. Like, let me in. I know this beat is in here. Like, just let me. Whatever. I don't know what she was saying.
Right. No, this is the part where I woke up. So you know, I'm getting my beauty sleep or whatever, and then I finally wake up, and it just sounds like people are like shaking each other up. Like there's things being broken. Like it just sounds crazy. So I'm waking up, and I'm like, did I wake up in the right house? Like what's going on? Like so I just hear like
she was in the right house.
Where was I? So I woke up or whatever. And I just hear like, let me in, like open the door, like I just want to talk to her, like I'm not gonna do anything, like just open the door, like why are you protecting her, open the door. So I'm like, oh, like off rip, I'm like, oh, I know who it is, like I know who you are now. So
now after like you know you gotta wipe the crust off.
Right, I'm like okay,
yeah, wake up like
I'm in bed. So I reach over and I grab my iPad. And I start like texting my sister, and then I start texting my friend that like a couple weeks before something already had happened or whatever. And she told me like, oh yeah, I know this girl, like we went to school together or whatever. Like they wasn't best of friends, but they were like, they knew who each other were, I guess. So I start texting both of them, and I'm like, you will never guess who is at the door right now, like going bonkers, like, ooh, my voice was a bonkers. Thank you. Going crazy. I'm like, do I get up? Like, what do I do? So they're like, no, just sit there for a little bit and like just listen. So again, it's still like going loud. Like Angie said, there was 2 different doors, and then there was like a window in the kitchen. And this girl is like running from like the front door around to the back to the side, like to the side door, to the window, back to the front, like going back and forth. Like if Angie was at the front door, she'd try to run and beat Angie to the next door. But yeah, so juicy.
I already told y'all what this story's about. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I'm like, it sounds crazy. Like I'm just about to like, I tell them like, I'm about to just get up and like see what's going on, like what the problem is. Yeah, so my sister tells me like, you know, just send me your location so I know, like, you know, if somebody kill you, like I know exactly where you was at. Like, so I
you gotta share locations nowadays because you never know what's gonna happen.
You never know if they come 20 deep, 12 deep, 2 deep. But these people are sumo wrestlers.
Some people could just like grab you up and just take you somewhere anyways. But go ahead. Snatch you up, hide you and shit. Ransom.
As I'm getting ready to like get up, because you know you're laying down or whatever, so I gotta put my shirt on, I gotta put my clothes on, and as soon as I start getting ready to get up or whatever to leave the room, Angie comes running back in. She's like, I hope you know you not going nowhere now. I hope you know you stuck with me.
I was like telling her, listen, you staying in the room for right now. Like pushing her, like not pushing her, but you know, just closing the door, like listen, stay in the room, like I'm gonna try to deal with it, take care of it, like just stay in the room.
Right. And I'm trying to figure out like what the hell does that mean? Like what do you mean I'm stuck with you?
So like she's like she's trying to figure out like all the ruckus going on and like put voices together besides my voice. You know, she's still
and then of course it's so loud that I'm like, yo, like I don't want her to get jumped, and then like before you know it, it's mad people running in the house, and then I get jumped. Like, you know, it was so loud you would have thought there was more than one person. Like it was loud.
It was.
So I'm scared, but Angie's like, no, just stay in the room. So I'm like, And again, like, we wasn't together, we was just talking. So I'm in no position to be like, no, like, that I'm going out there, or like, no, I'm about to disrespect you.
There's
in your
just
home or
two types of female in this world.
and I wasn't disrespecting her. I wasn't disrespecting her mom in their own home. I didn't know who was outside. Like, I just wasn't being disrespectful. So I just decided to just stay right there for a little bit and just listen to the girl going cuckoo, like cuckoo.
So at this point when I closed the door, because I didn't want her to be in like no drama mix and stuff like that, you know, keeping the drama free. That's why we was like low for a while, because it's just better that way.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people knew who our exes was too, so it was like, it was better to do that.
Like, you know, trying to figure it out. She's like, let her come outside, did this, and I'm just like, she's shouting, and I'm just like, listen, it's not gonna happen. Like, she's not coming outside, you're not coming in, like, leave it alone. At the end of the day, there's no point of, if your partner cheats or whatever the case may be, like, there's no point of trying to stick up for that person or try to like fight if your partner is still gonna choose the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really can't be mad. Nowadays people be mad. Just shake it off.
Right.
And you keep on playing games and you know it better. But yeah, so like trying to keep it like calm or whatever, because where I lived at, like, I'm always in a building with some other people. Even now we in a building where lady be outside like,
right, the blinds be like,
and like, so yeah, I'm telling her, like, she's like, I just want to like tell her to come outside and fight me. Like, I'm just like, listen, do you see this diamond, like this gem?
Never.
Like, I'm like, nah, pass. Like,
only
no,
a hater would try to do that.
nah, I'm not letting her fight, honestly. Like, she's just too pretty for it. Like, that's it.
Puts crown here.
She's trying to, like she said, she running to this door, trying to figure it out. But at this point, we at the window. But at the time when I'm like going back to the window, like going back and forth between them, my mom was in the kitchen the whole time, chefing it, whipping it. I was in the kitchen, so I'm just like trying to keep it more calm, because like she said, there's two different types of people in this world. You're gonna disrespect in front of somebody's mother, or you're gonna just like try and keep it like, you know, if you want to talk to somebody, just level it out.
Mama
like,
ain't raised no good rat.
Relax, don't argue, be happy. And my mom's in the kitchen, so I'm trying to relax, but then someone decided to come out.
Oh, me.
So
I finally decided to like come out the room or whatever, because it just keeps on going back and forth. Sis is like yelling, so a bunch of basura. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna go out there and figure out what's going on. Like, if she want to speak to me, then we could speak. I don't know what we gonna speak about, because it's like, yeah, you no longer are here. But I was just like, all right, let me just go out there or whatever. So I went outside the room, and it was a hallway. So the room is right here, the hallway, and then there's like the doorway of the kitchen, because there was another room, but that's beside the point. Then there was the kitchen, and my fingers look like sausages. The kitchen.
You like chicken fingers.
I know. The kitchen. And then there was the window on the other side of the kitchen, okay? So I walk my jolly ass kindly to the kitchen, and I'm standing at the doorway, and I just look, and I see Angie, I see her mom, and they both look at me, and then I look over at the window, and I just see sis standing there like out of breath, just mad, like crazy. I'm not about to disrespect them still, so I kindly, in the cutest, politest, sweetest way, just like look at her, and I'm just like, hi baby girl, like, no. And she goes from like the 1,000 to that billion now.
Like, why the F is you laughing, like smiling?
Like, why is she smiling? And I'm just like,
come outside, Lil. Come outside.
So I leave it at that, and I'm like, I wave a little bit, and I'm just like, and she's literally like, she's not in my face, but she's like right there in front of me. Like, if she could, she would have jumped through the window, but she couldn't, obviously. Like Angie, I feel like Angie just looked at me and was just like, yeah, she handled that like a lady.
I got a little hot. Like, let's go to this room. Let's just like close the door, windows, and leave her out there and just go back to what we was doing.
You're annoying. I went back to the room to start packing my stuff because we needed to, like, I needed to get dressed. I needed, you needed to go to work, stuff like that. So I'm, you know, I'm getting ready. Like, I didn't have no wig on at the time. I had to like brush my hair back, like, so. Now I'm like, okay, let me let sis go. Like, let me let her stay mad while I go about my business.
She's gonna go back into the room. Gonna kiss my. She go back into the room. I'm still trying to handle business through the kitchen window or whatever, and she's still like going like bananas. Like she said, from 100 to what was your number?
To a billion.
A billion.
It was 1,000 to a billion.
Okay, 1,000 to a billion. She went to a billion and was just like flames coming out her ears. Like she was hot. Like, but it's just she couldn't get what she wanted. Neither ways. Both ways. She wasn't getting her way. So, since I'm trying to go back and forth or whatever, like she's basically like, I heard it like a little bit, but like I just like basically kind of ignored it to go back in the room because I seen how she was leaving. I'm like, where you going? You didn't hurt me. You're not going nowhere. So what you packing your stuff for? Where's we going? But then I had to realize, as the time's going, I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
I had to go to work, and I'm trying to deal with this BS. So she's like, if she don't come outside, or if you don't come outside, like, I'm gonna, what she said, like destroy the car?
Yeah, something like that. Like tell her
like
car's getting destroyed or something.
Yeah. So, like I said, my nosy neighbor, from her view and the side of her building, she could legit see her, like, starts going in. Like, she could just peek through the window and she saw whatever.
But so, it just, like, it got quiet. Like,
yeah,
it seemed like
quiet.
She had, like, left. So we was just like, all right, whatever, like, let's hurry up. Let's just, you know, just, not hurry up, but, like, let's just start getting ready. Let's eat something so you can go to work. And then I think I still had to go to, I had to go to work that day. So it was just like, let's go and take care of our business still. Like, okay, like a sis was mad, but it was, people always mad, okay? People are always mad at you.
And that ain't the truth, but the church say amen.
Amen.
Okay. We're getting ready to pack our stuff and, you know, try to go upon our day because we got to go to work. We got bills to pay. So like she said, it's quiet. At this point, we can't really hear nothing. So my neighbor noticed that my window was open. So she's like, hey, like, do you know who that green car belongs to? Because there's some girl, she was out there like destroying it, doing like a bunch of damage to it. But don't worry, because I already called the cops, whoever the car is. So at this point, we knew who the car belonged to. So she's like, I already called the cops. Like,
right.
I'm on it. Like,
she did
whoever car is it, like, I'm your witness, okay? I will testify. So, like we said, we had to go to work anyways. That thing, boy. Ooh.
Like, didn't even expect it to be like that because it's just like one, like, at the top of the list would be spitting on somebody. Second worst thing to do, honestly, in my book is to, I guess, disrespecting somebody's parents. So the third worst thing to do is to mess up somebody's car. Like, it's just at the top of the list. Like, it's just disgusting.
Because no matter
like,
what,
you're disgusting for that, and you stoop so low, and like,
destroying somebody's stuff
like,
really isn't gonna change the situation. Whether it's with your baby mama, your baby father, whatever, your mother, your grandfather, destroying your partner's stuff or whatever, that's really not gonna change anything at all.
But you just get
more disgusted.
Like,
yeah,
sis could have cut up a wig, like some lashes, you know, like something like that. Like, but a car is like very you're annoying. A car is a very expensive thing, and that was my first car, and that is just like crazy.
And I felt like horrible because of the situation I put her in. So I'm just like,
and I'm just standing
I
there
didn't win the lotto to get her a new car. I didn't.
Looking at it,
scratching. she looking nosy. Someone walked by, she was like,
I'm like,
We go outside, and this thing, you thought it was used like with a fire extinguisher or a bat, or like she took her car and just kept ramming it. Now we get close, and oh my god, it's almost like stepping in the mud and going into your house
and you seeing those dusty footprints. Like, yeah. So there was like, so it was about 12 dents. There was a smashed out headlight that like was like smashed like on the floor, like it was sticking out, but then there was like glass on the floor too,
like key scratch all
around
like
the car,
a 360 scratch,
like was just walking around and like,
which we'll post a picture somewhere around here.
No, I'm gonna put it like right after now.
I've seen the scratches and it's crazy. Like literally, comment like, wow, crazy.
Like, no, comment what you would have done. Like, no matter what your car was, if you would have went outside and seen that your car was destroyed, like technically totaled, because it's just like the damages was so bad. Down below what you would have done at this moment. So again, it gets juicier. So the cops arrive or whatever, and again, I'm just standing there and I'm looking at the car like I can't believe this. Like, that is just like you get so mad that you get so calm, and it's like it's quiet in your mind, and you're just like, what to do next?
We're both looking at each other like,
come, and they're just like asking, you know, what happened. So the lady, Angie's neighbor, is just like, you know, telling them and stuff like that. And again, I'm so quiet.
Before they could pull in, she already ran down. She already came out the door, like
waiting for the cops to come to tell them.
And as soon as they came out, they was like, sir. She's like, sir, I saw everything. I saw it through my window. Like, I could describe her.
The cops are talking to her or whatever, and then the cops are talking to Angie, trying to get the story, but like she's, you know, like it's just like they're like, okay, so who does the car belong to? And I'm just like, it's mine. And he's like, ma'am, are you okay? Like, you're really calm. And I'm just like, yeah, like I'm okay. And he's like, it's like really like a scary calm. Like, are you sure you're okay? Like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes, but I'm just like,
shit, I thought she was going.
So the cops leave, we decide to leave or whatever, and we go bring, because Angie still had to go to work or whatever. So I called out of work. I called out of work at this point. I'm just like, I'm not going to work. Like, I'm distraught right now. Like, I wasn't crying, but I'm just like, you're disgusting. So I drop Angie off at, well, we get to Angie's job, and like the car was like, in the inside you couldn't tell nothing happened, but when you got out that car,
it was like if you locked the door and everything just be like fall apart.
It was like, because it was no broken windows or broken or slash tires or anything, but it was just like when you close that door behind you, just keep walking, don't look back, don't look at the outside of the car, because it was so like, bad. So we get to Angie's job, and I walk Angie in or whatever, and one of the guys that worked with her was just like, yo, your ex was just here, like y'all just missed her. And we was just like, so she had left Angie's house to try to beat us to Angie's job and still missed us. Like did you have to work that day? No, like you was so mad. So
but I don't know what coming to my job would have done. Like, I'm not
again
sure.
Embarrass somebody,
because like it's just, like, you know, jobs is just something you don't do, and if you do that, then just wait for karma.
Dude, who raised you? Angie gets dropped off at work. I go to my mom's house now, and again we was at the, like, you know, that talking station. It was just like, it wasn't like a thing where I would go back to Angie's house and like just chill at her house all day while she wasn't there. Like, it was like, when she got out of work, went and got her and went to her house. If she didn't work, we spent the whole entire day together. But I wasn't chilling at her house by myself. Like, it just wasn't there yet. So we lived together.
Oh, that one.
But next comment is a house.
Wait on that.
Okay.
Suckers.
I go to my mom's house, and like my mom is just like, happened? Like, did you get into a, like, what happened? And like, my sisters and my brothers are like, oh, is Angie'S okay? Like, they're coming home from school and they're like, is she okay? Like, where is she? And I'm in the house like, still just sitting there like, and my mom was just like, yeah, she's fine. And it just looked like there was just like a stampede of people. Like, even the cop was just like, a girl did this? Like, a female did this? Like, how big was the female? Like, he was just like, this is crazy. Like,
with a bat.
Like,
but then again, like we said, there was footprints. So like, even when the cops came to look around the car, they was just like, that's a footprint? You would have thought she got into a car crash or something.
Right. So I now it's like almost time for me to, like, you know, go get Angie at this point. So I'm getting ready to leave. I get in the car, and as soon as I get in the car, the cop calls me back. We told y'all this story is gonna be juicy, right?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. But we told y'all it was gonna be juicy, right?
Juicy.
It gets better. I get in this car. I get in the car and the cop calls me. He's like, yes, Angie'S, so I spoke to Basura, and she called me back actually, and she told me that she did all of that by herself. She did all the damages. She did go to the house to try to fight you. Like, he's just telling me she snitched on herself. She called the cops back to snitch on herself. Like, really? Like, who does that? Who calls the cop back? Like, who?
Oh man, you got the wrong number, sir.
Just dumb. So I'm like, okay, so, you know, of course I'd like speak to him or whatever. He speak to me, and then I go get Angie or whatever. But like, it was just like really crazy. Like, the whole situation was really crazy. And at the end of the day, you know, you learn from things and stuff like that.
Definitely.
And what am I saying?
And like, we only remember it like when we saw the outside of the car. We'll go inside. We'll be like, oh yeah,
it's fine.
And when
like,
we go outside, we'll be like,
you're.
and
So
that happened.
But now I'm gonna put pictures of our beautiful, like, sexy, clean cut, crisp cat. I'm gonna put pictures right now. And I wish I could put a video in of how it like roars. It'd be like, but it's
beautiful.
It's dope. It's beautiful, and
beautiful.
Do it better than her.
Take two.
So yeah, no, thank you, cause yeah,
that's the story
of how Angie's ex totaled my car.
Totaled
With her hands and her feet.
If
Somebody just waved.
That was me.
Oh, you waved to them?
No, I'm just waving. So if you haven't, like and subscribe. Comment down below. If you haven't watched the first one, stop watching this video. Go watch the other video. Say what's up. Show some love. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
To tell a hater.
To tell a nosy person.
To watch. Like, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a hater, to tell a nosy person to watch. Watch. We don't care if you don't like us. Watch it.
That story, that's the story that y'all chose. Cause y'all like that juicy stuff. Like, you know, y'all like that. Y'all like that. Those juicy stories, y'all like that. I peeped that. Angie, what did you just do?
I spilled some water.
Like, y'all like that. So
thanks for the love for the first video.
No, for real. Everybody was sharing it.
Thank
everybody.
You. But if y'all want pranks or something, challenges, you can write me or her and tell us what y'all want.
No, seriously. Like, we're not all about, you know, it's not even like, people are saying like, you know, it's to be messy and all that stuff, but it's not even that. These are just stories that eventually you'll look back and laugh at, and that's what we're doing, like literally laughing at this.
We're not mad at nobody. We're not mad at nobody.
But people are,
life is too short.
Too short to be fucking bitter. Freaking bitter.
Everyone's gonna have something to say about you regardless. We have people talking about us about these videos. So we just here to have fun. We just here to share our stories and talk about things that are going on now. Laugh about it. Talk about it.
We're not all about stories. We're gonna have, you know, those girlfriend tags, the never have I ever's. We're gonna have those games, those
that might be one of our
pranks.
next videos because we just don't want to keep it talking stories.
Like, there's a handful of haters, but there's a lot more supporters than haters, and that's all we care for is the supporters. So thank y'all. And don't forget to share this video. Don't forget, if you haven't, you're late. Subscribe. Don't do anything else. Subscribe. Then like this video. Then share it. To a friend.
Tell a friend.
To tell a nosy person.
To tell a hater.
Watch. What's up?
Watch.
What's up?
Watch. And we out.